The augments in Illuvium have completely changed. They work entirely differently now, and I'm going to tell you exactly how they're going to work because I think they are probably, if not the second most important component of Illuvium PvP when building your team and playing the game, okay? You want to make sure you know how to use the augments, you know how to use the legendary augments, and I'm going to talk all about them in today's video. The first thing I want to show you is a screenshot from a deck Nick posted on Twitter. Now, as you can see down here, he has what I would say is 8 augments, and personally, I think you should be having 10 to 15, but we'll make more videos about that when PvP is out. What's most important here is you can see they all have the new art, and they're very consistent. A stage 1 augment will cost 20, and a stage 3 augment will cost 40, stage 2 being 30 smack in the middle. And obviously the art is all very different, but what's most important is they work completely differently. These augments, when you equip them onto an Illuvial, they give you a choice of one of 2 effects. Once again, a choice on one of 2 effects. It's really just that simple, and I'll talk to you about those effects right now. If we go back to this image, so these names and things aren't right. I made this image. I can't actually grab screenshots from PvP. I don't have screenshots to grab from PvP, so we're going to have to live with this. But the other thing is a legendary augment. So these ones here that have those symbols that you recognize really well, they will still be in the game, but they will be legendary augments. Twice in a match, once on round 1 and 5, you will be able to put these bidding points on the legendary augments. Each player will have 4, and if anyone bids the same amount on an augment, neither player gets that. So you might want to deny an augment or try and get one that you really, really want to use on your board. Now, these are a lot more powerful than your regular augments, but the regular augments are pretty awesome. I'll give you an example of one I did see. Obviously, all the details are subject to change. I can't remember its name, but it had the 2 abilities here, and it cost 40, and it said you can give 200 shield to your entire team at the start of a round, or you can give 20 energy to your entire team at the start of a round. To equip that onto one of your Illuvials, it doesn't give them armor, resistance, any of that stuff, but it gives a shield to everyone. So the augments could do some insane amounts of things. They don't just focus on the one Illuvial. And the other thing to note is that they will always have really similar effects to each other. So you're one of 2 options. In that case, it was a bad example, but you might have something like grant energy piercing or physical piercing, or grant physical resist or energy resist, or grant max health or shield. I don't know. There's lots of different stuff. Some of that stuff I'm not sure if that's in the game, but I'm pretty sure it is. But you get the idea on how these 2 effects sort of relate to each other. They are definitely very similar. You won't have like a really defensive effect, like grant 100,000 max health, and then an offensive effect, like deal 1,000 true damage, right? You won't have anything crazy like that. They will always be similar to each other. Okay, I don't really have much else to say on augments. Like usual, you can equip 2 augments to any Illuvial. I believe you cannot equip augments to your ranger, but you may be able to equip legendary augments to your ranger. I'm not quite sure on that one. Don't hold me to that. I don't think you can, but if you can, that'll be really, really interesting. Leave something for you guys to guess about down in the comments down below.